So you got acid, you got tobacco special, you got Java, and you got naturals. Those are for the newer smokers. Now you get plenty of guys, like I said, who are not new smokers, but who don't want overwhelming strength. Full-bodied stick, you got the Liga Privada, and now you have the Undercrown, which is a full-bodied stick also. Where Liga Privada is medium to full, this is medium to full, but closer to medium. Where the Liga is fuller, a little bit fuller. Here's a couple other things that you should think about too. You should think about coming to get a real education about tobacco. When you go to any humidor, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of brands, but there's not hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of factories. You understand? So when people want to go and get an education about tobacco, which is something that a person could really, like going on a wine tour, you know what I'm saying? You want to come to Nicaragua, you want to go to cigarsafari.com. Okay, that's where we do our tours. So you come out, you can check the website out, cigarsafari.com. That's a brand new website. The last one's been out for 6 years. We just changed it up. So if you've been there before, come and see it now. We do 16 tours a year. This year's all filled up. For next year, you can start to figure out, you know, coming down to Nicaragua, get more of an education about tobacco. You see, I live at the factory. I've lived at the factory since 1998. Okay, when I moved to Nicaragua, I've always lived at the factory, and I live to the factory today. I'm in the States for 5 days a month. I live this tobacco world. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of pride in what we do, and we like to explore tobacco, be innovative with what we do. And the most important thing about tobacco is what? Is honor, loyalty, and authenticity. Those are the things. Those are the themes that run through tobacco. These are the things that are important. Construction, rolling cigars that draw correctly. People who know how to roll a good cigar, who roll a product that's made by hand, whether you're rolling en tubano, when you're rolling it accordion style, whether you're rolling escujado, any style of tobacco rolling that's rolled correctly, that's being weighed, that's being checked by supervisors, that's an honorable business. When you think about taking it further, you know, dive into tobacco, you can come to Cigar Safari and you get to understand what tobacco business is about and how you make a premium product. As far as the regular guy out there, you know, who wants to have something that's going to smoke to enjoy, every cigar is a good cigar. You have to find the one that you like. Sometimes people say, oh, you know, I like a cigar that's made, I like Dominican cigars. Whatever somebody likes is what they like. Everybody's right, and that's the beauty of smoking a premium cigar. It's a different experience, and you know, it's a matter of taste. It's very subjective. A typical Lancero is a 38 ring gauge. This Lancero is a 40 ring gauge, so it's just a tiny drop bigger, so that's why we call it the L40, Liga 40. So you got the Liga 40 Lancero, comes in a 15-count box. You got the Feral Flying Pig. Now, if anybody knows the trilogy so far, you had originally the Pig 9, okay, which was a little fuller body than the Pig 52. So you had the Pig 52 a year later. Both of those was around 2,000 boxes per year. So this year we did the Feral Flying Pig. So instead of the Flying Pig being like that long, the Feral Flying Pig is about that long. Okay, so it's the same width. It's just a little bit longer. It's a lot longer. It's almost twice the size. That's the Feral Flying Pig. So that one we made about 4,000 boxes of, but that is going to disappear. So if you want that pig, you snag it, you put a couple boxes into your humidor, you know, just let it sit there. So you got all those goodies, and then you got some other new stuff coming out in Liga Privada as well, which is going to be the Ratzilla. So you got the Dirty Rat, which everybody knows about the Dirty Rat, and then you're going to have the Ratzilla coming out, which is a 6.5 by 46. The Liga Privada L40 Lancero is a 7 by 40. Then, to close up Liga Privada of new stuff, we have the A, which if you know what a A size is, it's a 9 by 47 or 48. That's a very celebratory stick, and that one we do, you can't buy that cigar. That's just for a cigar we use for events, because you know, like when you buy a box of Liga Privada at an event or something, we want to give you something special. So we give you a box of this Liga Privada A's, which comes 2 in a box, real long stick like that, thin. Really nice cigar, but very celebratory product. You cut them, light them, it's done deal right there, and it's full-bodied. It's even stronger than the Pig 9, which the Pig 52 had body to it. It needed a little more time to age. It needed another 2-3 months. Okay, the Pig 52, we only let them age about 3 months before we shipped them. The Pig 9s, we let those guys age 9 or 10 months before we shipped them. They were really ready. These Ferals are ready, Freddy, and they are full-body. They're stronger than the Liga 9 Flying Pig, the Feral Pig is. You know, I tell you to suggest the Padron 85. I think that's a damn good stick right there. You had that one yet? Try that one too. We don't make that, but that's a great stick. That Padron 85, that's going to be my cigar for tonight. You have legislation. That's the game changer. We don't know where that's going to go. We don't know if you're going to be allowed to smoke cigars anymore. So you have two choices: either buy a whole bunch of cigars right now, get involved and join the CRA. You can go to www.cra.com, cigarrightsofamerica.com, cigarrightsofamerica.org. It's one of those. I always forget it. Go to cigarrightsofamerica.org. You can check that out. $35. You can become a member. It's a consumer group, so as a consumer, you're part of the CRA. It's not us manufacturers. We just gave it the blessing to start it. So, you know, that's one thing. Secondly, from legislation, you have what goes on in cigar shops. You got to support your brick and mortar. So what I see happening at the brick and mortar level is I see a lot of these guys taking their cigar shops and creating lounges. All right, upgrading a little bit in size, putting some leather couches there, maybe a little bar activity. But when you go to Nicaragua right now, this is a golden era for tobacco. The land is right. That's the Liga Privada Underground. When you see that on the box, then you know what it is. That's the one I've been pushing the most. That's the one that I'm most thrilled with right now. So the other one is the Uzi, weighs a ton. You can remember that. The Uzi, you come into the store, if you like a big fat ring gauge cigar, 60 ring gauge, you want to check out our Uzi. And that's, some people call it Muwat, M-I, Uzi weighs a ton. And that's definitely a truly medium-bodied stick, a little above medium to full, closer to medium. So, you know, that's it. Those are the things. Nicaragua, what you really got to think about is that Nicaragua tobacco is at an all-time level. And as I said to you, it was always great tobacco, but never this level. The growers in Nicaragua, which I'm not one of them, we got, you know, a monster factory. It's a really incredible operation, but I never try to be something that I'm not, because we're very proud of what we have accomplished. I'm not a cigar tobacco grower. This year coming up will be our first year on a small plot of land growing wrapper, but the growers in Nicaragua have done an incredible job over the last 5 or 6 years, and right now Nicaraguan tobacco is hitting. And you know, whether it's Drew Estate, Oliva, Padron, Joya de Nicaragua, Pepin, Tatuaje, Perdomo, Plasencia Tobacco, you know, Kiki Burger, Esteli Cigars, Cuban Crafters, all of these brands that I'm naming are not made at Drew Estate, but these are all brands out of Nicaragua that are all worth trying. You know, Nicaragua right now is, in my opinion, it's the finest tobacco in the world. So that's the main trend more than anything else is Nicaragua. Nicaragua is, you know, is the new Mecca. It's the new Cuba. It's unmatched. It's you know, ask a neighbor, anyone will tell you. Check us out at www.drewestate.com and cigarsafari.com and smoke in moderation. 2 a day is maximum. Thank you very much. Bless you, everybody.
Hi, it's Curt again. We're wound down through most of the day here, and we've had a wonderful time at the Cigar Superstore's big event, the 13th anniversary. And it was just a wonderful time. A lot of important cigar notables were here. We did some interviews with some of those people, and you'll be able to see those. And joining me now to kind of get a recap for the day, the owner of Tobacco World, the Cigar Superstore, Mr. Red. How are you, Red?
We had a great day. We had, I want to say, a true number, about 800, 850 in people here. Of course, we had Cigar Day broadcasting, which was phenomenal. Dave Marlino after him. A lot of the owners of factories and stuff like that got to be on the radio with him, which was just unbelievable. The place has been packed all day. We're going to have to clean up for like a week and a half. But you know, we had a great time. We put on a big party, and we have a lot of people show up, which is phenomenal. We feed them well. You know, there's shops that do, you know, hamburgers and hot dogs, and we don't do that. We do fried turkeys and smoked pork loin and all kinds of stuff. We did some Cuban food this year, which was really great. So.
Additionally, we had some money raised for charity today. We had a couple of charity auctions. Talk to us a minute about that.
Yeah, absolutely. We had, we're lucky because the manufacturers will send us hard to get stuff. You know, Rocky sent a tray of, I want to say it was 80 or 100 decades. I donated a magnum of my wine, and we got all kinds of stuff, signed stuff that was, you know, just great from everybody. We auction that off, and what we do with that is that the proceeds from that is split between 2 charities. It's the Cigar Family for the Fuentes, and we also do the Rocky Patel Foundation. So we split that in half and, you know, send them a check, which is really nice. You know, cigar people can help, which is good.
Thanks for that review of the day. I know I personally had a great time, and put this on your calendar, folks, for next year if you didn't make it. And look for the videos. There'll be all the interviews of the The people that we interviewed today, we're going to be posted up on Red's site, and take a look, and you'll see part of the good day that you missed. And we'll look so forward to seeing you all next year.
Absolutely. Thanks for all the people that came out, all the manufacturers, and all the guys that helped us in here. And like you said, we look forward to seeing you next year, because it's going to be a hell of a party next year.
Now, thanks for all the guys that came down out of state, all the regulars, all the employees that made this day possible. It doesn't happen without these guys, ever.
Thank you. Yeah. Give yourself a hand, gentlemen.
Yeah.